If you've ever felt like your mind is a non-stop stream of thoughts, worries, and inner noise that you just can't quiet, this book may be your gateway to liberation. It's not just a guide on how to sit with your eyes closed. It's a path back to yourself, to the calm that has always lived within but has been hidden by fear and anxiety. Stay with this video until the end, and perhaps, for the first time, you'll truly understand what it means to be at peace with yourself. Why meditate? Meditation is not a method to fix yourself or eliminate uncomfortable emotions. It's a practice of learning to sit with what is, without running, fixing, or suppressing. Unlike popular myths, meditation doesn't make you perfect or permanently calm. It makes you more authentic. Pema explains that the journey begins with accepting yourself, your anxiety, your restlessness, your anger, your softness. Only friendliness toward yourself can provide the ground for genuine resilience. This isn't magic. It's a skill that grows with practice. And the best part? It's available to anyone, regardless of their past, their knowledge, or their mental state. And in that realization lies great hope. You are already enough to begin. You can touch peace right now. And perhaps for the first time, feel not resistance, but harmony within. Part 1. Beginning the Path. Chapter 1. Starting with yourself. Many people come to meditation hoping it will fix them. But Pema offers a radically different approach. Just begin with who you are. Sit down, close your eyes, and allow yourself to be. Even if your mind is noisy, your body restless, and your emotions intense. Starting with yourself means dropping the idea that you're not enough. It means recognizing your humanness. You can't move forward in practice if you reject yourself from the outset. Only through acceptance can you truly begin. Pema encourages us to view meditation as an act of friendship. Don't demand perfection. Simply begin. From this soft contact with yourself, inner light begins to emerge. This is the first step home, to your true self. Chapter 2. The practice of returning meditation isn't about being focused all the time. It's about returning. Inevitably, we get distracted. One thought leads to another. One plan follows the next. But each time you notice this and gently return to the breath, you're meditating. That moment of return is a moment of awakening. It doesn't matter how many times you've drifted. What matters is that you come back without judgment. This is like training the heart, learning to be kind to yourself. Meditation is not control, but awareness. And each return is like a step back home. It whispers, "I'm still here. I haven't left you." That's power. And with every return, life gains a little more stillness, clarity, and support. It teaches patience, to not rush to fix, to not chase results. Like holding the hand of the child within you, you come back to the warmth of breath. Chapter 3. Posture as respect. Posture in meditation isn't a side detail. It's a form of inner dignity. Sitting upright, chest open, grounded, is like telling yourself, "I'm here, and I honor this moment." It shouldn't be stiff, rather firm and soft at once. Pema explains that body and mind are deeply linked. The way you sit affects the way you think. A relaxed body helps soften the mind. It also serves as grounding. When thoughts drift, your posture remains. It's an anchor. Sitting with respect means treating your practice as something important. Let it be a sacred meeting with yourself, not a chore. And in that steadiness comes the feeling that you can weather any storm. Even if there's chaos inside, physical stability helps return to calm. With time, you realize you can be your own anchor. Chapter 4. Breath as the point of return. Breath is always with us. It happens without effort, and that is its strength. Pema suggests focusing particularly on the exhale. It represents letting go. We don't control the breath, we observe it. Each wave of inhale and exhale helps anchor us in the now. It's not forced concentration but gentle presence. Sometimes the breath fades into the background. That's okay too. The key is knowing you can always return to it. It's like a doorway into the present moment. And the more often you enter, the more natural it becomes. The breath is a safe home inside you, calm and clear. It might be the most comforting feeling all day. The breath gives rhythm, helping us notice tension and gently release it. And it's something you can carry anywhere, in traffic, conflict, or insomnia. Chapter 5. Working with the mind. The brain will generate thoughts. That's its job. And during meditation, it often does it louder than ever. Pema teaches not to fight thoughts, but to observe them like clouds drifting across the sky. They come and they go. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who notices them. Sometimes difficult or anxious thoughts arise, and this too is part of the practice. You learn not to get caught up, not to follow the story. Just notice and let go. This builds awareness and inner calm. It's a skill that gets easier with time. The mind isn't an enemy. It's just noise, like a radio. And you're learning to adjust the volume. Suddenly, between the thoughts, space begins to shine. Light, free, alive. And in that space, you discover that everything you need is already within you. Part 3. Supporting your practice. Chapter 6. Kindness and gentleness. At the heart of meditation lies kindness, not willpower, not harsh discipline, but softness. Pema says every time you lose focus, get irritated or distracted, it's a chance to practice compassion. Instead of scolding yourself, you learn to be the one who supports. Gentleness isn't weakness. It's an inner strength that helps you stay with yourself even when it's hard. It's like becoming your own best friend. And the more you practice, the clearer it becomes. The warmth you've long searched for outside, it's already within. That kindness is like an inner sun, warming you even in moments of fog. And it's exactly what keeps your practice alive, rooted in trust, not pressure. Chapter 7. Creating space. Over time, you notice your practice widening. Where once you focused only on the breath, now you begin to notice sounds, sensations, smells. Everything becomes part of meditation. It's not a distraction. It's an expansion of your awareness. Pema calls this the opening of inner space. You're no longer fighting for silence. You're learning to be with what is. Space is where thoughts and emotions can come and go without taking you over. And that brings immense freedom. You are no longer a prisoner of your mind. You become the observer. And from that observation, wisdom arises. Chapter 8. When things get difficult. Sometimes meditation brings us straight into the heart of pain. Memories arise, anxiety flares, anger, loneliness. It can be overwhelming. But Pema reminds us, this is where real healing begins. When you stay, breathe, witness, you grow. Meditation becomes an act of courage. You discover a resource inside you to sit beside your own pain, without breaking. It's like holding your own hand in the darkest night. Gradually, fear dissolves and peace begins to emerge. You realize you can hold more than you thought. And that knowledge, it stays with you. Part 4. Expanding awareness. Chapter 9. Open awareness. When you stop narrowing your focus solely on the breath, a new level of presence opens. You begin to notice everything happening. Without interfering, without judging, a sense of spaciousness appears. like a window opening into a vast sky within you. You feel no longer trapped in your thoughts, but as if standing on a mountaintop, seeing clearly. Pema explains that open awareness makes us more flexible and less reactive in life. You're not hiding from the world, but you're not absorbed in it either. You simply are, and that is enough. Chapter 10. Training in Stability. Every time you stay with yourself, even when part of you wants to flee, you're training in stability. It doesn't mean being rigid or closed. It's about cultivating an inner root that helps you remain standing even in the strongest winds. Pema says stability is born from small, repeated steps, returning to the breath, being kind to yourself, being patient. And one day, you'll realize what once knocked you over now simply passes by. You remain, you endure, and it gives you quiet pride, strength, and deep peace. Chapter 11. The Tenderness of Experience. When the mind calms and you drop your defenses, a special sensitivity arises. Simple things. The sound of a bird, the smell of rain, the warmth of a teacup, suddenly become deeply moving. It's not sentimentality, it's a living contact with life. Pema writes that in this state, the heart opens. You begin to feel more pain, joy, beauty, and this makes you more connected to yourself and others. Everything becomes meaningful. Even an ordinary day becomes luminous, and you realize real life is found in these simple, clear moments. Part 5. The Spiritual Meaning of Practice. Chapter 12. Groundlessness. Buddhist philosophy says, everything is impermanent. There's nothing we can cling to forever. And that's scary. But within that unpredictability, there is freedom. Meditation teaches us to live without solid ground, to be present with no guarantees. Don't build illusions. Don't rely on external conditions. Pema calls this life in openness. You learn to trust space rather than control. And in that space, true resilience is born. Your strength lies in flexibility. Your anchor is your acceptance of uncertainty. Chapter 13. Transforming Emotions. We often believe we must get rid of negative emotions. But Pema says no. These emotions are our teachers. When we stay with anger, fear, pain, without running, they begin to reveal themselves. We see their roots. And suddenly inside fear, we find a longing for protection. In anger, we find pain. And in pain, a deep cry for love. Meditation doesn't suppress, it transforms. You become the alchemist of your inner world. And each time, you gain more depth and compassion. Chapter 14. Awakening the Heart. Meditation is not just about the mind, it's a journey toward the heart. Over time, you begin to truly feel, not only your own pain, but the pain of others. And with it comes an astonishing sense of connection. We are all linked. We all want peace, love, and understanding. Pema says, an awakened heart isn't theoretical gentleness. It's the courage to stay close to yourself and to the world, without conditions, without demands, just being. And in that, true freedom is found. Chapters 15 to 17. Final thoughts. In closing, Pema reminds us, this is a lifelong path. Don't expect instant results. Don't chase enlightenment. Just sit, just breathe, just be, every day. With kindness, with patience, with respect for yourself. And one day you'll notice. There is more space inside, more light, more calm. And you'll know, you've come home. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.